How to find out mean of a group data by step deviation method. So the formula is mean is equal to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Okay, once again the formula mean is equal to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. We'll learn all these terms in detail while solving the problems. Okay, how to first question is consider the following distribution of daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. And the data is daily wages in rupees 100 to 120 and so on, and number of workers 12, 14 and so on. So what we need to find the mean daily wages of the workers of the factory by using an appropriate method. So in this we'll take mean deviation method. Okay, so this also will have 5 columns. First column is class interval, second frequency, that is fi, third column is class mark, that is xi, fourth column is ui is equal to xi minus a by h, fi ui is the fifth column. Okay, so now in class interval we will write all the given class intervals 100 to 120 and so on up to 180 to 200. Next we'll write down all given frequencies 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. Okay, next we are finding class mark. Class mark is 100 plus 120 by 2, that is 110. Okay, next we are finding out class width or height. How we will find 120 minus 100, that is 20, right? Now we will add 20 to 110, 130, 130 plus 20, 150, 150 plus 20, 170, 170 plus 20, 190. So now we will select any one of the class as mean class and we will assume a. Okay, we will take middle term, that is 150 as our assumed mean. So substituting a is equal to 150 in ui, we will get xi ui is equal to xi minus 150 by h. Okay, so now 110 minus 150 by 20, that is minus 40 by 20, minus 2. 130 minus 150 by 20, minus 1. 150 minus 150, 0 by 20, 0. Then 170 minus 150 by 20, 20 by 21. 190 minus 150 by 20, 40 by 20 is 2. Now we will multiply fi and ui. 12 minus 2's minus 24, 14 minus 1's minus 14, 8 zeros 0, 6 1's 6, 10 2's are 20. First we will add up all fi's. It is already given in the question, that is 50. Next we will add up all fiui's. Okay, sum of all fiui's is minus 12. Now we will use deviation method. Xi is equal to a plus sigma fiui by sigma fi into h. We will substitute all the given values. So a is equal to, we have 150, fiui we calculated minus 12 by fi, sigma fi is 50 into, we know class width or height is 20. So here we can cancel 12 and 15 2 table, so 6 by 25, and again we can cancel 25 and 20 in 5 table, 5 and 4. So 150 plus 6 4s are 24, minus 24 by 5. So if we divide minus 24 by 5, we have 4.8. So 150 we are plus into minus minus 4.8. 150 minus 4.8 is 145.20. Okay, so this is how we calculate mean by step deviation method. Okay, so we'll go to the second question. Today's our second question for today's video. Consider the following distribution of daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. So this is a given table. Daily expenditure in rupees, number of households. Find the mean daily expenditure on food by suitable method. Okay, so solution. So what we need to find is mean of daily expenditure on food. We can use any method of our choice, but here today we are going to use step deviation method. For that we are taking 5 columns. First one, class interval, class mark xi, frequency fi, then ui is equal to xi minus a by h, fi ui. Okay, so first we'll write all class intervals 100, 150, 150, 200 and so on up to 300 to 350. Next we'll write our frequencies. Frequencies are 4, 5, 12, 2 and 2, right? So we'll write class marks. Class mark is 100 plus 150 by 2, 125. Next we are finding out class width or height. We'll get it by subtracting 150 and 100. Okay, 150 minus 100 is 50. Now we can add 50 to all class intervals, class marks, and we can get all the other class marks. 125 plus 50, so 175. 175 plus 50, 120, 225 plus 50, 275 plus 50, 325. Right. Now we will assume any one as A. Assume the mean. Generally we are taking the middle term. So our A will be equal to 225. So instead of A, we will substitute 225 in UI. So UI is equal to xi minus 225 by h. Right. So now we will try to find out UI values. 125 minus 225 by 50, that will be equal to minus 2. 175 minus 225 by 50, that is equal to minus 1. Next this will be 225 minus 225, 0 by 50, 0. 275 minus 225 by 50, that is 25, 50 by 51. 325 minus 225 by 50, 100 by 50 is 2. Now we will multiply fi and ui. 4 minus 2's minus 8, 5 minus 1's minus 5, 12 zeros, so 0, 2 1's 2, 2 2's are 4. So these are fi ui values. We'll add up all fi's. Sigma fi is equal to, add all fi's, that is 25. Okay. Next we'll add fiui. So fiui is minus 7. If we add all those, we'll get minus 7. Okay. So now by step deviation method, our mean is equal to A plus sigma fiui by sigma fi into h. We'll substitute all the values here. Okay. A is 225 plus sigma fiui we got as minus 7 by sigma fi is 25 into our h is 50. So we can cancel 25 to the 50. So 225 plus into minus 7 to the 14. So 225 minus 14, we get 211. So here our mean daily expenditure on food is 211. Okay. So with that we'll close our today's video. So and we also completed all the 3 methods of finding mean. Direct method in first video, assumed mean method in second part, and here in the third part we have completed step deviation method. Okay. So in part 4 we will be discussing about median, right? Thank you. Bye.